Hey guys, Claylex here. This is going to be kind of a first I'm doing. This is going to be kind of a tips and commentary type video on how to play the Medic from Team Fortress 2. Everybody knows me as a Medic main. I've mostly gone through kind of in Team Fortress 2 as a Medic main, so I wanted to show you guys like as much as I could what how it's going with that. So if you're just starting out and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do, what should I do for minor stuff, and you're kind of like a free-to-player, it's all right. So being quite bluntly honest, syringe gun is kind of meh. It's kind of a crappy self-defense weapon, not really the best for medic, but you get what you get with this item. Then you get with the other type of items here. So you got the lethal overdose, sorry, that usually I don't use this kind of weapon too. It has the minus 15 damage penalty, but it can help you with movement speed when you are playing, once your Medigun is at 100%. It's a good escape tool, but I usually would only use this for man versus machine, personally. Then you got the Battle Medics Lovejoy, and probably like my favorite looking Medigun, you got the Bloodsucker. Now, fair warning, as it says over here, it's best for self-defense, but you're losing that -2 health regen on over here. So like I said, so I feel like this, you're going to have better self-defense, but you're going to have less survivability when you have this on. And then we have the Coup de Grace, you got the crossbow. This is the main weapon most medic mains usually use. It's used usually in casual, in competitive, and in man versus machine. To me, you're going to lose a bit of that self-defense because it's only a one-shot weapon and you don't have much ammo on it and you cannot do headshots. But the biggest pro I could say with this weapon is, of course, the long-range healing. That's what you're going to get with this, and you're going to be excited for it. So I would overall recommend if you're starting out, and if you have to get you have to go with this. The syringe guns, like I said, they're all a pick your poison type of scenario. But if you want to be a team player, want to be supportive, always pick the Crusader's crossbow. That's always like the best one. Now, these I love to get here onto the cool, Mediguns. So I'm always excited about these. The cool thing is that all the Mediguns are, you could see the situational, but most of the time, when you're on the battlefield, it's always good to have a medic, even no matter what type of gun it is. But we have to go about in the situational circumstances with them. So obviously we know the short abbreviations for it, right? So you got stock. Stock gives you an uber charge, basic invincibility, and it keeps the enemy team back up because they can't really do anything against it. Then you got the Kritzkrieg, that gives you basically unlimited crits for a limited period of time. That helps out. It's a good push, but you have to remember, big remember, you are vulnerable. Well, there's you and the guy you're healing and putting the crits on are vulnerable, so watch out for that, obviously. And you got the quick fix. This is good for I would say King of the Hill maps, because I would say like this, the shorter length a map is, the more it's better to use the quick fix. Though if you are a second medic, I would switch out, right? Say that you're on upward and then you got a stock medic using the stock Uber, and then they're pushing, but you want to be a medic and help out. I would say the quick fix is definitely the best second. Oh, like I said, if you're a second medic, you should probably use the quick fix. That would help. Unless your team is asking for a specific Medigun, then yeah, just stick with quick fix. That'll help you. But yeah, and then you got the vaccinator. I don't have the vaccinator because just this is more of my personal thing. You guys will obviously use a vaccinator or whichever. But yeah, I personally do not like using it, but it's still very useful. You know, obviously it gives you buffs on like bullet, flames, or explosive damage, excluding, I believe, melee damage and arrows from the spies, you know, huntsman snipers. So using the buffs, that like helps out. I mean, it's kind of like a quick fix scenario. It could probably be used when you have another medic with you, but overall, I would say with so for stock, I like to use these when I'm on attack. I'm on the attack side of attack, defense, and upward when I'm on the blue team, and then crits is the opposite when I'm on defense, or when I'm on when I'm defensive side on both payload and attack defend. And quick fix I like to use in King of the Hill, or if there's second medic with me, all that. And then next one the melees. These ones are kind of really up there with stuff. So you got, I wouldn't recommend using the Vineus Vile because it's kind of crap. You collect stuff and all that jazz, and you know, you get minus 10 max on it, and it's, again, you're losing that survivability. That's just how it goes. Let's see. So you got Bone Zill's not bad. It's okay. It's okay. I would recommend you, like I said, you know, just use it if like, oh, you don't have anything. Again, if you're free to play and you're like, oh, you don't have any other melees on you, and we're going this, yeah, the Uber Saw. I mean, if you have to get it, use it, that's fine. I have changed my thing and said that Uber Saw is, originally I would say would be the best medic melee or part of the meta build, right? But the biggest issue with this is that, remember, you are putting yourself at risk by using this weapon and building up that Uber. So it would, I'd say, like, it's alright to try it, or to use it, don't get me wrong. Obviously, just be careful. So, alright, so the next one I would have to say is, the Amputator. This is really good in medieval mode. Still very good in casual play too. So you have to, I would recommend using it for medieval mode. You could use it for the other stuff, but just fair warning that it does less damage. So you do that, but so it's more of a support item than it is like a melee damage weapon. And don't forget that when you ult fire, you can apply a healing effect. So it's very, very good with that. And finally, we got the Solemn Vow. Now this one I've actually changed to be my main melee weapon. Why? Because it allows me to see enemy health. So then I could go with my teammates, I could call, just like with Spy, I could call out, oh, this guy's low health, kill him, and I can attack it very well. Yes, it has a 10% slower firing speed, but it's much, I would still very much count it. It's a very good item to use. So I would say for melee weapons, my main recommendations, I would say Bone Saw is okay, Amputator is really good, but be careful trying to use it to fight because of the minus 20 damage penalty. Uber Saw is good, but again, you got to be careful because you are risking your life to get that Uber. So like I said, be careful. Solemn Vow is good, like I said, because it's not as slow as the Uber Saw, and you can call out when enemies' health is low, so that's good. But yeah, this was probably my quick commentary tips video on how to go in with medic. If I can, like, let's see, if I did a bit of the training, hold on. So if we went like a little bit over here, let's do some like practice. So we're gonna try like payload, and then yeah, we're gonna go easy upward. Gonna try with that real quick. So I think this one I'm going to try is explain I think movement and how you deal with, I like to call them patience to make it easier on me. I have taken some points of liberties from TF2 announcements. They're very good too if you want to watch them. I believe what's his name, Crocodile. Yeah, Crocodile actually made some great tips on that jazz, so that's like very, very helpful with it. It actually teaches me a bit on how to be a better medic main, so that was nice. Oh, and the game crashed, my bad. Oh geez. All right, let's try it again. Yeah, so, sorry about that. It's like it got in. But yeah, if I talked about it, and then I'll explain it more if I get into the training. So what goes down with it, right? You have to what goes down in the training. So medic is the second fastest class in the game. So it's very, very important that you jump, jump a lot, because, and I believe, like, of course, TF2 is bunny hopping. And what you want to be doing with that, obviously, is, what is it, putting in the effort to, because right when you jump, it makes it harder for enemies to hit you. So it's always important that you, next to the spy, you gotta almost think like a scout as well, because if you're not running and jumping, and slowing down, you're gonna get sniped, you're gonna get backstabbed. So that's why you need to stay alive as much as possible. Obviously another important tidbit for the newcomers is, if you see that your patient is about to die and you don't have a good getaway tool set up, yeah, it's best that you run. All right, so I'm gonna do random. All right, so we're gonna go. All right, so since like they already put in a medic, I'm gonna use my quick fix for this. I probably won't be able to do full cart, but it goes in like this. So also, you have to remember too, that depending on who you heal, that, especially if you were playing with a scout, that scout is because scout's the fastest class in the team, you can copy his speed. Also another reminder as well, because I'm using the quick fix, if I am healing a soldier or a demo man, I'm able to rocket or blast jump with them. So if you time it right, you basically got your own pseudo rocket blast jump. So it's very, like I said, it's very important that you read over here what you can do. Yeah, and fair warning with the charge, you get overheal. I do wish they buffed it so it has less of a delay, because the thing with it is that they have a bad charge time. Like, I wish the charge time would last longer, is what I mean for medic on quick fix. But yeah, so what you gotta do is, like, for this one, yes, you gotta start jumping around, making sure, see, I don't want that sniper hitting me. Try to hit that with the heavy, and then going over with that. And remember, again, obviously, you are the medic, so you gotta be careful and let, like, the offense, defensive classes go ahead of you. You're kind of like the middle man. You're not like a spy or a sniper that requires you to stay in the back line. You're kind of in the middle line. You have to stay in the middle with the power classes and other classes going in front of you. Yeah, so like I said, it's very important you get through that. Okay, since I guess the bot, like, decided didn't want to be a medic, which is fair, I'll go once I die. If I do die, I'll go and switch to all right, so do charge that. This one I'm stuck. Oh yeah, and like I said, it's important. If you see a scout with that, and then I saw his health, he was almost half dead. I didn't want to engage with it, but I can easily call them out. There you go. It's always important too that, yeah, and these are more for the non-free to players. It's always important that you use your call outs. Obviously important. I always like to keep saying push, go, and saying thank you for helping me, all that stuff. All right, so I died, so I'm going to switch over and use my stock. So this will be, yes, the healing will be less. Healing will be, what is it? The healing will be less, faster, but they'll have more overheal. It's a shame that Valve doesn't really have like a proper tutorial. Yeah, it's like you call like Sentry Head, obviously. Okay, that one. Okay, that unfortunately, like that was. These are bots, so remember that even if I called out with the demo, that's important too. That should you have voice shut on? Like you don't really need to have voice shut on if you don't want to, because of my thing as a streamer, I have to have it off. Unfortunately, because too many dum-dums like to do some toxic stuff to like kind of basically, you know, mess with my stuff, so I have to use the call outs as much as I possibly can. Yeah, so obviously if you see the sentry, you gotta pressure, wait for the overcharge to get in. Number two, obviously, like don't use a heavy all the time. Don't just pocket one person. What you got to do for this is you got to, you know, get this in. Oh yeah, again, yeah. So that was my bad. I should have retreated, but again, sometimes you get too much heat in the moment. That's how it affects it. But yeah, I think the biggest thing to change it if you decide to become a medic main is that you have to understand also too what I like to call spatial awareness, because a lot of the classes, especially, you know, I would say pyros, heavies, scout soldiers, and demos, because they only like see what's in front of them. Oh, and the sniper too, because their kind of main focus is seeing what's in front of them. The medic is able to freely move around and stuff and check his surroundings, because again, he doesn't need to focus fire on something. Okay, once again, the demo man is being dumb bot, so, you know, try to focus on that. All right, they finally got the sentry. There was another sentry, apparently.
He's not moving.
Oh, I would say offhand medic advice, like more off class, but if you wanted to like switch engineer and then use level it up to level 3, that's fine. Just make sure you didn't heal properly, because then that'd be a waste of your overcharge. Okay, and then there you go. So yeah, it's definitely one of the better items. So remember too that the crossbow, you don't need to do headshots because it doesn't count. Yeah, unfortunately, like this might be a GG because, like I said, these bots are kind of dumb. Because I've tried these before as a kid. These bots do not know how to get, like, they can push here, but they can't push the other side of this, unfortunately. You would think too that because I do the command like, oh, sentry forward, they would answer it, but again, these are bots, so the dumbest second brick, so I can't do anything with that, sadly. Like I said, at least like I'm trying to like at least like give you some kind of explanation, so at least you can put that into those words in action, you know, so it can help you guys out later. Like I said, anyone who didn't put in, it still sucks that like free-to players cannot use the vocal commands. It sucks. All right, so sorry that I lost there, so I couldn't do it because of the bots, but yeah, this was my commentary tips video on how to play Medic. I hope you guys this helped you out. If you like what you saw, you can follow the channel, sub, donate. Be sure to watch the video if you can help it. It helps with the watch hour so I could get monetization on YouTube. But yeah, this was a blast. I had a lot of fun trying to teach people with this. You know, if any other Medic mains want to come in and add their extra tips down, you can add them down in the comment section down below. But yeah, this was great. Thank everybody for watching. As always, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.